Hey guys, welcome to MathsCube. Today I'm attempting the sixth question of the International Advanced Level Pure Mathematics P3 of Jan 2021. So let's get started. And the sixth question is the function is being given f of x equal to x cos bracket x upon 3, and where x is greater than 0, so that's the domain given. The A part states that find f dash of x. So as I told you earlier that f dash of x represents differentiation, not integration, so be careful. And to differentiate this function here, we know that x is being given and cos x upon 3. We can't use chain rule or we can't use power rule here. So what we'll do is we know two other rules, that are product rule and quotient rule. If you can see, there's no quotient here or no function above this. You can say a y function here, so we can't use quotient rule, so we'll be using a product rule. So the formula for product rule is, there you go, that's our product rule formula: u into v dash plus v into u dash. So what most of the people recommend is choosing your u's and v's very wisely. So what I'll do is I'll choose my u as x and my v as cos into x upon 3. Now differentiating each of these, so the differential of x is 1, as you have studied in differentiation topic, that's 1. And the differential of v, that's cos into x upon 3, will be, so differential of cos is minus sine, you have to remember that, and 1 upon 3 will be multiplied with minus sine. So our final product will be minus 1 upon 3 into sine into x upon 3. So according to the formula, what we'll do is we'll multiply u, that's x, into v dash, so that will become, there you go, cos up into x upon 3 minus 1 upon 3x sine x into 3. So that's our final product. That's the A part done. Moving on to the B part. Show that the equation f dash x equal to 0 can be written as x equal to k arc 10 k upon x, where k is an integer to be found. So what I'll do is just simply add an 0 equal to 0 and move my minus 1 upon 3 to that side. So what happened is that will go positive. It will ultimately become cos x upon 3 into 1 upon 3x sin x upon 3. Now the next step will be dividing everything by cos x upon 3 to get 10, because sine upon cos is 10. There you go. To remove the fraction, I will multiply everything with 3 and dividing x by on both sides. Now to make x the subject, what I'll do is I'll multiply everything with arc 10 to remove 10 from that side. That will become, there you go, 3 arc 10 upon 3 upon x. If you notice that our basically original one was x upon 3, so when we use arc 10, the sides flip over and that becomes 3 upon x. And as you can see, our k here is 3. There you go, that's our B part done. The C part, starting with x1 equal to 2.5, use the iteration formula with the value of k found in part B to calculate the values of x2 and x6, giving you answers to 3 decimal places. So to solve this question, I'll just bring my calculator up. There you go. And as they said, starting with x1 equal to 2.5, so we know that our formula was 3 shift r10, that's 10 inverse upon 3 over 2.5. Use x1 equal to 2.5 to get our x2 value, and that will become 150.5832867. Basically guys, I just made a big mistake here. I forgot to change my calculator into radian mode, so what we'll do is we'll just put the values and plug them in again. So that will be 3 into arc 10, 10 inverse upon 3, because 150 is a very big value of arc 10, so that will be 2.5, and state it, and there you go. Our x2 value is 2.628174152, and they said 3 decimal places. And go on to the part where x is being mentioned and press answer that you got. Press 4 more times. That's third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So that's our x to the power x sixth value. So that's 2.586122,337, and 3 decimal place that will be 2.586. So our C part is done. Now moving on to the D one. Using a suitable interval and a suitable function that should be stated, show that a root of f dash of x equal to 0 is 2.581, correct to 3 decimal places. So well, if you remember the f of x, the f dash of x or the function was, or the differential of it was cos x upon 3 minus 1 upon 3x sine x upon 3. That was our f dash of x, and when we set equal to 0, we have to show that the root of it is 2.581. To solve this kind of question, they require you, or the examiner require you, to find the upper and the lower bound of the suitable interval, and that's 2.581. So let me just write it again. So that's 2.581, and you need to go back a bit, lower bound and upper bound there. So they need you to require a sign change. So when you add, okay, I'll take 2.5815 as my upper bound, that will be 15. So add 15, or the lower bound will be 0.5. Going 5 steps back and plug these values here into x wherever you find x. So first find for 0.05. Let me show you into the calculator. There you go guys. I take my differential and just plug the value 2.5805, my lower bound, and we'll just check what our value is. So just press equal, and that gives me 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 4, and that's a positive value. Now for the upper bound, there you go. I've plugged in the upper bound here, 2.5815, and I'll just press my equal sign, and that gives me minus 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 4, and that's a negative. So plugging in these two values, it definitely gives us that a suitable interval is being placed, and that's 2.581, correct to 3 decimal place, and that's our final answer. Thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned for more videos from this series.